Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is An2468 Gaming, and today I'm coming to you with another Borderlands 2 Legendary Farming Guide. This one is going to be covering the Thunderball Fists. The one that I got was the Punctilious Thunderball Fist. Now, the prefix for the Thunderball Fist will change dictating on what the legendary drop is for the boss at the time of you farming them. This just so happens to be the one that I got. This is an electric-based pistol, and that's all it will ever be. It does not drop in any other element. It's not the best pistol in the world. Not a lot of people use it, to be honest with you, but again, if people are looking to collect one of every kind of item in the game in terms of rare item collecting or hunting, this is exactly how you would go about getting this guy. Now, where he drops from is from Captain Flynt, which is actually going to be a main story boss, so you're going to run into him eventually. But the thing is when farming him, unlike some farms in this game, it's extremely tedious. It's probably one of the worst farms, I'd say, to do in terms of how long it just generally takes. Now, this gun, in terms of drop chances, has a 5% drop chance from Captain Flynt. It's not exactly, the best. I think that's a 1 in 20 chance for every time you're farming for it. Now, the fire modes are both while zoomed and while not zoomed are semi-automatic, and the first shot will, electrocute the enemy, but will cause a shock charge to go up and then drop, and when it drops, it will explode upon impact. The zoom on this one in particular is, pretty much like a sniper scope, essentially. But, like I said, dictating on the prefix you get, and with how weapon parts are, it could be, instead of having a laser sight, you could not have a laser sight, and you can have regular iron sights. It all depends on what the legendary drop is from the boss. Now, we're starting this farm in this area because this is exactly where he spawns. This is on Southern Shelf, and this is where you would travel to get to it. Again, you'll run into this guy eventually, but if you didn't know this, he does have a legendary drop, and it's this gun in particular. To get to him from this fast travel station, you're gonna pretty much have to redo exactly how Claptrap has you get to him. So gonna have to come all the way down here. You're gonna have to go past Boom and Boom, and you're gonna have to go all the way over to the ship. In my personal experience, I think I farmed this guy, 19 times, or maybe 18, to get this particular weapon. And again, the damage on it isn't really the best in the world. I mean, it has a bunch of like shock damage and such, but this one is level 4, so it doesn't have all the best damage. But at level 80 and maybe even into the OP levels, you're gonna see this this pistol have 100,000 plus damage, 2, 3, 4, 500,000 plus damage. It gets kind of crazy the higher level you get. So our goal is to get to the top of this ship. Actually, right back there is where he's gonna spawn. But in order to get up there, you have to run through all these enemies. Now, if you're doing this on a more on-level gameplay instead of under-leveled, so an example, I'm level 33 and all these guys are like, I think, level 8 or 9 max, well, maybe level 7 max. So I can just run right through them, not really no muss, no fuss. Now, if you're playing Ultimate or True, realistically Ultimate, all these guys are going to stay on level with you, and in True, they're all going to be level 33 and up. And after you beat the game, I think that the base level maxes out to 50. But either way you cut it, you might want to take out all the enemies in this area. Now, some places, especially if you're just doing this at a really low level farm, let's say you're just trying to get extra variants of the weapon for like just so you can give to a new character. In order for this container door to open, you have to take out 2 of these guys, and this fellow will spawn. Now, I don't know of a faster way to get up this area except for this particular route. This is the only route that I've really seen work the most consistently out of them all. Now there is another spot to farm this weapon in one of the Headhunter DLCs. I believe it's the Wham Bam Island, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But it's just as tedious in terms of lengthwise. Now this is where Captain Flint's going to spawn rather. Now you can kill him while he's up here from this area, and that way you don't have to sit here and run all the way around. And then with a sniper scope or something that has pretty good zoom, you can look and see what he drops. In this case, he didn't drop the legendary pistol, well, you know, the Thunderball. But, you know, again, you're going to have to pretty much just exit and save. And just to give you an example of why this is so tedious, when you do exit and save, and then you come back and you spawn in, you're going to spawn all the way over here. Now, I wish I could give you a better way to go get this pistol, but realistically, it's not really sought after with any kind of build in this game, to my knowledge, and there are at least 15 other pistols that are 100 times better than the Thunderball will ever be. But again, coming from a collector's point, if you want to just try and get a copy of every kind of rare gear in the game, then this is exactly how you would go about doing that. You know, I hope this video was informational for you. I hope it helped you out with, maybe finding a better way to get to Captain Flint if you are trying to pursue, loot hunting and stuff like that. So feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and have a good day.